escape, he's in a ship, and always on signal splitting. Inside a well-oiled machine, wing coiled and twisted between pistons. Flows over the wave of a surging mob that gliding over walls to get distant. Trail leaves kicked up in its rhythm. We took leave under lights in the prison. Left for a new day's birth, propelled by explosions from smoke we emerge. And it events to the resting inert. The lever's been pressed down and sparks the start of a burn. Metal mesh artificially netting us, can't hold the fluidity of flesh, giving us nescience to sprint to the flint and the fuels for the takeoff. Wait, pause, refrain in a safe spot. Lay low and stay calm. Broken from any dire, become apparitions who diffuse through barriers and into new environments. The present is a theater we act live in it. Independence not a question, we require it. A pause without calm, rather deep suspension. The end of being penned in the debris ain't settling. A chance to hyperventilate and land on a feet. Suddenly disruption advances on peace. A storm surrounded, encroach on the blocks. We poke around, slip through cracks in the rocks. Pressure is lightning frying the path the nibble defines. So from the past to leave a fire behind us, but keeping it torch, scorched lightness. Flee quick, hold a breath sacred. We freed it. We leave this planet, release the freely breeze about the cabin, suspiring much higher than old atmospheres reach. Gravity no longer compresses my chest, navigation unleashed. Now that I no longer feel the spotlight's heat, I can float amongst dots in a sea. Our survival is predicated on what surrounds our arrival. A better day, a arrival, a void of information, a bed in asylum. We let the light in, I'm blinded, but that's fine. Put the floodlights on towards a new path. Light of information illuminates the dark parts of the situation. Homogeneity behind chip and paint. In the new home we infiltrating, it's enraging. Pain in the discovery, the lost spotlight was one thing, but we couldn't duck the sun stare, swap one stop for another thing. Suffering is sure, the weight pressing down is completely universal, though unequally mature. We must sweep the floor of the dust collecting, expect war from the seminal singularity of all the bright colors. Unlike others, and it won't take 5 summers to reach the beach and breach each of your shores. A phoenix from ash on a celestial stampede that will screech through your doors. A comet screaming towards edifice that caused craters, leaves the better shit in the wake of the shaked up and the liberated endless flows of nature. A storm approaches to lift sediment in layers. The lumen stare of our all-encompassing information void, peering over the edge into the static from the massive depths that grabs back at us. A tendril extending to constrict us and end our ambitions. This moment becomes a bend in direction, a loose end questioning intermission. Schisms are overcome by convergence on decisions, on the swirling vertex of space dust that awaits us. Unnerving repetition. Unnerving repetition. Imposition re-emerges, concrete seeks to stomp out burning. Can't keep original flight path, it turns when eyes blinded by spotlights turning. The long arm reaching and casting a shadow, and chance to succeed in needing decision. Spin dead hopeless, a flip over borders. Need quick roads to slip from the corner. When inhibitors approach us, we slip like slick foxes. Move through fractures and cracks in boxes. Long since accustomed to loopholes and cautions. Use our deliverance to carry us in hyperspeed breakthroughs. Facing a life-saving driver's seat. Jump through the gate, time waits for us as we fly straight, evade dust. Engage, thrust. Brakes hush, love is snap forward. Commitment to the contingent, declaration of decimation imminent. A finishing of everything that's tessellated, reventilated with a breath that sets blazes. Jamming a wrench in a machine ready to break. Layer of ice zoom through, left and awake as a comet moves straight, ready to break a stone down to sand and vacate. The point of no return has become a point so small. Out of the window I cannot see it at all. First time feeling strength in the wilds when I tense out grip, stabilize the fall and survive the trial. The wave that began to surge has raised charge and will break your barge to dirt. This disclosure directed to the director, shepherds intercepted. Ready your weapons. And to the rest of them, don't fall for any preconception. Live in transgression, doesn't half-step and threaten, but don't misconcept it. We are prevention, not projection. We will only insurrect, not protect. We become exceptions, not give lessons. That creates henchmen, not a message. A hope for the best bet at opportunity. Given as we draw forward, we encounter more ice, a type of freezing can't ignore. But when we move and we speed quicker than the claws, any heat draining fixture as we skip stars. Sense a trip start, motivated by thick scars. pressed by thick bars. Ain't no problem, just wanna get ours.